My name is Backstage, motherfucker. Scoop up your bitch in my pearl white sucker ducker. Backstage, motherfucker.
Quake Matthews,
Lyrical.
Dickey D 902.
Boom. Patch Stay Tuned, the podcast. Stay sucker free. Stay tuned. Bitch. And that's the last time I'll blow a guy on the Gravitron. Stay tuned, man. We back. Episode 4, man. Listen, thank you, man. Shout out Mary Jane, Smokeshop, and Sackville. Shout out Tri-City Gold, man. Shout out DJ IV. Shout out Matt Ingram. These guys are super, super important to this, man. And we literally couldn't do it without them. We all got phones, but that's about it. Like, this motherfucker drove from where? White Horse?
I got the best phone too.
Anyways, my man to my right, introduce yourself.
Yeah, it's your boy Miracle 902. Follow me on Instagram, all that.
His voice ain't that deep. I don't know why he went that deep.
Yeah. 7 octaves.
Bass player.
Let's get it on.
Yeah.
My man to my left.
Yes, sir. Quake Matthews. Quake Matthews at Quake Matthews on everything, man.
Word.
Yo, man, Dickey D 902. Thugging in the kitchen. Keep checking
Yes,
yo.
sir.
Yo, in the summertime, we're definitely going to go up to his place and record some shit there, see how he throws down the food, man.
Throw
It's
a little
crazy.
Zers you.
Yeah,
The boys.
Hey, so look, man, let's jump right into it. Last episode, it was called Pat Stay versus Lloyd Banks. And although that wasn't even the the context at all of the episode, it was still funny. It's because Lloyd Banks had a tweet, I believe it was, or whatever, talking about he would body every battle rapper, and I just made a comment like he wouldn't have a chance against anyone, which he fucking wouldn't. I don't give a rap.
No, he'll get you though, for sure.
All right. So Dickey got jokes today. He's just got back from Yuck Yucks. He was inspired. He was inspired, right?
Nobody knows what Yuck Yucks is, by the way.
Yuck Yucks is a local comedy club. Shout out Yuck Yucks. And he responded. He was like, he said, "Oh, sensitive, so sensitive. Leave me alone. Stop taking me battle rap stuff. I just want to be a fan. Thank you." AKA, I have a landing strip. I'm being a pussy. Fucking. I mean, shout out Lloyd Banks. You know, I'm a fan, but like, don't be like, "Hey, I battle everyone." Then be like, "Hey, leave me out of it. I just want to be a fan."
Yeah.
Fucking
Or maybe
shit.
he's just saying like, you know, I'm a successful millionaire. And,
Is he?
You know, you never know. Yeah, he is for sure.
Are you sure?
Yes, for sure.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Did
yes.
you just see the young jock driving a fucking Uber? Why would you think?
We didn't just see that. That was like 7 years ago, and he had one song. Lloyd Banks is like.
I don't even think there was Uber 7
The
years
Hunger
ago.
for More did like.
There
Yes, there
definitely
was.
wasn't.
This was
Literally
like-
came out.
this was
back
like
then,
this
too.
month.
Yeah, this was like last month.
Yeah.
What? The Young Jock shit? I seen that a while ago.
Oh,
7 years ago.
He's the one that recorded it.
Yeah, it was by Uber.
He had a dream.
Yeah, it was going down.
He was a Uzi cousin. Yo, but check it. So actually, man, if I were to make a bet, I would bet that Lloyd Banks wasn't a millionaire. I think that we really underestimate how not broke, how much, you know, artists take a fucking super steep.
Lloyd Banks is a millionaire.
You think so?
He's got to be.
Without
he's
question.
gotta-
Without question.
G-Unit
Yeah,
clothing.
bro.
His first album did with like 5
When's the last time you bought a G-Unit tank top?
I didn't buy them when they were out new.
winters. I was there like
10 years
a couple
ago.
days.
I didn't like the
I
fit
never
of them.
bought one actually.
Never.
But I had a
Weren't big
couple
enough,
hoodies though.
period.
No, absolutely not.
My brother was big at the time, and even he looked like a bitch in one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Didn't they have shoes too?
50 looked like a bitch in them. Like,
Yeah, it had to come with a gun
good.
to be tough.
The
Like, that was
stitching was
such
too
a,
heavy.
That was a bra.
As of 2020, it says.
They were bulletproof though.
But
Yeah,
yo,
it had to be. Yeah.
As of 2020, it says Lloyd Banks is worth $10 million.
Okay, so it also says I'm worth $72 million on Wikipedia. Did you say that? Yes.
Does it?
Yes. If-
72
did you
million?
put that yourself?
No, I would never put that.
You know how anyone can fill it in?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Banks is worth 10 million. His first album
I'm
sold
sure
10 mil.
He could be worth $10 million,
Without question.
but he doesn't mean he has
His
$10
legacy,
million.
his
Why wouldn't Young
bars-
Jock have $10 million then?
Because he isn't cooler than the other side of the pillow, Pat. Think about what you're saying.
Okay, I like that.
I
And,
love
and
that
by the way,
every-
that's such a dope line.
Every
Hey, you
time-
want me to tell you a story about the other side of the pillow? So when I was really,
Yeah.
really young, I said to my dad, I said, "Dad, why don't they create a pillow, like invent a pillow that, you know, had like a certain gel in it, or you could plug it in and stay cool?" Because, you know, we always flip the pillow. Mind you, I'm very, very young. And my dad's like, well, he's a hater, right? He's like, he was a hater. He's like, nope, that wouldn't work, you know, friction and whatnot. And the way he explained it, I was like, nah, that makes sense. Now, what happens when I grow up? Boom,
Yeah.
comes out. What's it called?
Yeah.
The Chillo. Dope as fuck.
What a sick name.
Chillo. How can you get better than that? I
Dope
bought
name.
two.
You ready to chill out? Buy a chillo.
A fucking Chillo. I was like, Dad, what the fuck, bro? I could be rich. Everyone flips the pillow.
Little fans built in the side of the pillow.
Dude, it has gel and it
Dope.
stays cool.
I got a dog bed that does the same thing. My dog chewed it and shit, gel everywhere. But yo, it was dope.
How big's your dogs?
70. Well, both of them are 70 pounds.
My man, what kind of dogs?
Like pit bull mix, black lab. The other one's like a husky.
You have three.
German Shepherd.
You have three.
I have two. They're both mixes though.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Nice. They live at home with you?
Yeah.
Nice.
What are the names?
Smokey.
Okay.
That's his name when I got him. He's a rescue. Right? And then Fundy is the other one.
Bay of Fundy.
Right, yeah. My bae. Fundy.
This your bay.
Ooh, and the other one's a boy, so she is kind of the Bay of Fundy. I like it. Bars, man. Say something. But anyways, fuck Lloyd Banks, man. No, I fuck with Lloyd Banks, but no, you don't want no fucking part of this, man. But after them, straight up, man, say something. We got into it afterwards about. We kind of discussed briefly. We agreed that Eminem would probably do the best out of all the industry rappers. I think we all agreed on that. Even you.
I definitely agree.
Oh, yeah.
Eminem or Drake.
I don't know.
No, that's what we got
Drake
into.
would do well.
That's what we got into, and it was me.
I do think that Luda and these other guys would do well too. You guys completely disagree.
Let's
They do well.
just skip that.
I think I
segment
shit on those
again.
guys a little too hard. They would be really powerful, but it wouldn't last 3 rounds. It would be good for one
I do
round.
think that you guys I know I don't want to bring it back too much. Like the Busta, you guys kind of stopped me on the bars thing, which I agree. Like it's hard to remember specific battle bars or anything like that. But also like when you make music, you don't really put those bars in your music either.
Right.
I guess it doesn't necessarily
But
mean you're not capable
I
of
guess
writing
that's what
them.
I meant. I was
That's
just trying
right.
to say, like, you're an incredible battler, obviously one of the best in the world, but Busta could still do that. Just because it's not in his music doesn't mean that.
That
Just
it
because you flip like a Motorola doesn't mean that your music or your bars in battling is going to be, you know what I mean, the same.
I think you just dissed your line on
Nah, it's
that.
all right.
I did.
I got plenty bars in that. I said, class, no, I got no filter. Should have stuck me on the end of this joint like a roach clip.
Crazy.
That's
That was
retarded.
What
about that
No,
legend
I got
line?
no filter.
I
Should
like-
have
I
stuck
think
me
the-
on the end of this joint.
Crazy.
You can
The
tell that the
legend
slang
one was slept
Scotian
on.
in Newfoundland, they call me you buy like Frank Ocean. He ain't say nothing like that.
Bruh.
Say something, Buster.
No. My one is, man, check it. I put us on the map because I'm a legend.
Yeah.
I thought that
Crazy.
was hard.
Yeah,
I thought
social
that was
studies
hard.
bars.
But I'm just obviously
I
cracking
know.
jokes. But even like a Luda, like, you know, his T.I. beef, like there's shit that we let, like, you know, unexpectedly it comes up in conversation. We're not completely just ready to have the
What
conversation.
about Benny the Butcher or Conway?
Ooh.
I think them guys would do.
Absolutely.
Them
They
guys
would
would
do
do
good.
good.
They're ferocious,
because
bro.
they have.
That's
They're
all
like
they
they're like
They would.
MCs
Yeah.
too. Like they're about bars.
Jag. I feel like Jag would do really good. Isn't that Cassidy's
Yeah,
brother?
he's dope.
Yeah, he's super dope.
He shouted me
Cassidy's
out.
boy, yeah.
Did he? Yeah, okay. He's dope.
What we talked about on the phone though is me and Quake did Drake, and we never even thought about it. And I actually think that Drake might be like the best, like right up there with M. And there's so many reasons why. First of all, he studies battle rap like heavy. He's super witty, super funny,
phenomenal writer.
phenomenal writer. Says so much with so little. His demeanor, like he can really like degrade you on some like cocky, like
That
I'm
calm killing,
the most
like-
successful person. And I think he watches so much battle rap, he would know exactly how to perform.
You know what also sounds like you're describing right now? Jay-Z.
Sure, but I mean just a little less, ugly.
I think he would do. I think Jay-Z.
Jay-Z was
which
on
would
him.
never happen. So it's
And
hypothetical.
Jay-Z's a better writer.
But Jay-Z's witty.
Is Jay-Z a better writer?
Yes, absolutely.
Jay-Z doesn't write though.
What?
He doesn't write.
Oh, stop it.
Jay-Z?
He still writes. He writes just like me. He just doesn't write it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
So
so-
right.
Yeah.
I
Writes
just
for other
feel, no, I
people.
feel like it's a different level of content when you don't pin it down. Like I feel sometimes when I'm writing with a pen and pad or typing on my phone, whatever it might be, I'm trapped between lines. I'm trapped between rhythm and structure. And then when you don't do that, it's endless. It's
There's
like
more freedom.
It's a freedom thing,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's a strength.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All that being said, jeez, buddy, just grab a
That's
hold
some
of it.
fucking flimsy.
Yeah,
God,
man.
Jesus. Well, okay, I guess I have to.
Fine.
Yeah, it's not working, man.
But Jay, I think he's a better writer than Drake.
If you notice Jay-Z, he never says a punchline that's, you know how lines like battle lines you've heard before, people say certain metaphors, but when Jay-Z does it, you've never heard like
original.
Dan Daniel, the FBI bringing them white vans
through.
Like it's like I know, like he has
originality,
lines, or like I'm killing the roof, like Michael Vick. Like he has lines that no one else thinks of for some reason.
Jay-Z's the
for whatever reason.
And then people will take it and spin it off, and then you'll hear it in battle raps for 5 years.
Yeah.
Like he'll be the trendsetter of those lines.
Yeah.
You don't get that for Drake.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah, you do.
Not the same.
Well, no, it's not the same. Two different
No,
people.
you're gonna get some back-to-back bars or something, but you're not gonna get
But you
like
get original bars out of Drake. Drake says a lot of shit I ain't never heard before.
Not on that level.
Hell yeah.
I think Drake's a better writer. I think Drake's would beat him in a battle like no matter what. I think
I don't know about that.
That's a tough fucking.
There's a lot of accolades you're going up
not
against.
so Jay-Z would definitely sun him. He would on some.
What do you got $1 billion? And I don't. And
So this is what I think. Drake is too insecure to be able to do that with the confidence that you need in a battle, especially on stage live.
Is Drake insecure at
Jay-Z
this point,
is the
though?
most confident step on stage.
In a
Yes,
good
he's the
way.
most insecure battle.
And that's okay. That's okay.
Which is
I
cool.
feel like he's
that's
less
why he's a
totally-
great writer.
That's why he's
feel
such
like
a
Drake-
vulnerable, amazing writer.
Jay-Z is on it. He's gonna walk up there and son you and be like, "Dog, like, what are you talking about?" Like,
I don't think
know.
he'd have the energy. First of
I
all,
don't know.
when have you seen Jay-Z wallow with energy? Never, ever.
It would be the calmest battle of all time.
Right.
I don't know. And that
But I think he commands a lot of
Respect.
Like when I've seen his shows and it's the hypest show ever without him jumping around.
He doesn't even run.
Without him breaking a sweat because it's just the
Effortless.
energy he commands is so effortless.
Yeah.
It's almost
Different.
It's almost like, are you more scared of someone who raises their voice and yells in your face, or someone who slyly whispers like,
And
"Yeah, I'm gonna kill you."
if
Like,
we go back to even
you know
like
what I'm saying?
tracks,
Like,
like
Yeah.
Drake and Jay on the same track, so we can't even like Jay-Z bodies them every time.
Does it?
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I don't know. I love,
Pound cake.
Light.
Like, oh
And
my
what's the
God.
other one? Lights Out, or what was it? What was the one they did?
Light Up, produced by
Light
Tom
Up.
Mason.
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Light Up, yeah. And he goes, Drake. He even talks to
Yeah.
him personally. He goes, Drake, this how they gonna get at you
Yeah.
with silly rap feuds,
Yeah.
trying to distract you. It's like he's a
Son of
knowledgeable
them.
MC, bro.
Like he would on the stage.
And
But
he's kinda like
it
been
could
there,
go
done
either
that.
way. I'm not gonna say.
That's why they would never battle, bro. They're
Well, they
artists
have. They've
through
been
and
throwing
through, like-
subliminals at each other for like 3
That's
years.
not battling, though. You
No,
know?
no, I know
that's
what you're
just,
saying.
That's just two
But they-
top tier artists
Being
showing
competitive.
their competitive. Yeah, just being competitive. That's that's different than battle
They've
rap.
traded
battle
beers.
rap's like tear this guy up, make sure that he's scared to look in the mirror.
It would never happen. But anyway, speaking of battles and nuances, Pat, is there anything like in battles like that we would not know about, us as viewers? Like maybe little things that happen in your battles, or like a secret that the general public wouldn't know, something that went down behind the scenes that happened during a battle that, you know, maybe affected the trajectory of the battle, helped the line, or whatever, you know, that happened during a battle that we wouldn't be aware of.
I take ecstasy for every battle, usually just one.
Word.
No, I'm sober for every single battle. I have
Every one, ever.
Well, I've never been drunk for a battle. I may have one beer, maybe two.
You get drunk watching battles though, right?
Too drunk. Too drunk. You
Look
know.
up Marv 1 versus Low Pesci.
Don't. One time when I battled Disaster, I had to do a moonwalk for part of my performance, so I stapled velvet to the bottom of my chucks, and so I could moonwalk better on stage.
That's amazing.
How was the
That's
moonwalk?
actually
Like,
smooth as
Shitty.
hell.
I didn't have enough room.
you didn't have enough room.
And chucks are the easiest to moonwalk in as
Yep.
well, because they have like a
That's what Chris wears. See
and they're like
Flexible
heavy,
back.
heavy in the front too.
Yeah.
So I didn't have enough room, so I didn't moonwalk good at all. But I practiced too. I was like, man, I got to get this down. They might be like too sticky on stage, so I said, I'll put some velvet on there.
When you stapled a piece of velvet, like how do you find velvet?
I was a fabric. I don't want Fabricville. Yeah, yeah.
Shouts to them.
I wasn't joking. I'm taking this serious. I take my fucking crawl serious. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. No, that's funny. Eh?
There was one more thing I was wondering about, because I was just watching some old shit recently, and during the Head Ice interview, he was like, when I got in the elevator with Pat, he was so big, I felt uncomfortable because I didn't have a weapon on me. Can you tell me what that elevator ride was like? Like the doors opened up. What happened like during that elevator ride?
It actually wasn't the elevator, but we did get in the elevator eventually. He was outside of the hotel. Somebody came up to me like, yo, Ice is outside the hotel. I happened to be 270 pounds at this time. Muscles. I was so jacked. I was so jacked, right? I was like, all right, this is a perfect time to like flex on him a little bit, and I play things strategically. You know
Did you
what I
rip
mean?
your shirt off?
I went out shirtless.
No, you didn't.
I swear on my life. Went out
Like
asked him.
tank toss, like G-Unit tank.
Shirtless, jean shorts and shirtless, tattooed up, gold chain. What's up?
Yeah,
I went out there. I said,
That
"What's
was a
up?"
part of your strategy.
That was my strategy, man.
What did you think? What were you hoping to gain from?
Like, I'm not
doing
scared
that?
of you.
I'm not scared of you, or but also because at the time he was known for like really like physically not
Putting
touch-
his hands on people.
Not that, yeah, he did that a lot too,
Yeah.
but like more so like dominating you
Yeah.
physically, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna show him how fucking big I am, so it might like throw him off a little bit, not to punk him or try to be like whatever, because I would never try or could do that, right? But just to give him the thought, like, maybe I got to change my game plan. I was gonna
Right.
come here
Yeah.
punking this white guy when really. You know how it is. I'll punk this little white boy, and he might have thought I was short or sort of small, and then I pop out. He's like, maybe this whole physical like beat you up shit's not gonna work. I think he might have told me that he had to change a couple bars or something in his third or something too. I could be wrong, whatever. But anyway, so I pop out. I heard he's there. I walk out with no shirt on, jeans, shorts, big gold chain, tatted the
Jorts.
fuck up. You know, I was big as fuck, bro. I was the biggest I've ever been in my life. And I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Whoa." Yes, we say, "Oh, what's up, Wolf?" or whatever. I stood up there for a little minute with him, chopped it up, had a drink. It's like 5 of us, and I'm just flexing the whole time. He's like, I remember he's just like, "Fuck you, bigger, fuck you, the big boy." Right? And he's like,
Fucking
"Jeez."
tattoo got
You have
stretch
big
marks
as
on it.
fuck. I picked you up for the gym a couple of times. There's nothing more fucking like to kill your buzz right quick than when Pat Stay jumps in your shotgun, riding shotgun with you, and you feel like a shrimp. He's over there
Carrie's
like, looking
doing this
around
one.
for why is there no more space?
And at the time, like I said, I was a tank. And in the interview, he's like, "Man, I seen this guy fucking huge, all these tattoos," and I was. So, anyways, it was part of my plan, and I think it actually worked because you've seen how the battle was. It was a lot more friendly. Not that I made him do it or whatever, but he was more so on some shit like, okay, like this isn't someone I could probably push around.
I'm matched up right now. Yeah.
When usually a heated battle is a fan favorite, but for some reason I love that. That's one of my favorite battles.
Me too. I
And you
love
guys
Head
were
Ice, man.
It was a lighthearted battle, like friendly, but
yeah.
it was entertaining.
I love
Yeah.
Head Ice, man. As a person, as a battle rapper, man, like he's such a fucking legend, man. We need to really like give him his flowers more. Like,
Oh fuck yeah.
He's
He's one of
incredible.
my favorites, man.
Head Ice?
yeah.
The
Yeah.
Lions Den shit. We used to
Yeah,
watching
what
that
does
as
he
kids.
say when they go something about I use him as a human shield?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was a
I love Head Ice, man.
I think if he would have came at you any other way, it would have been kind of cringeworthy a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, like what would you consider like 3 of your like top cringeworthy moments in battle rap?
Cringeworthy?
Yeah, like you were
For
like
me?
like secondhand embarrassment. Like, you know what I
Cannabis
mean?
for me.
Not for yourself, but like
Okay.
just in general, but maybe one of yourself.
Or if there's something you wish you could do again. that you
Oh,
would've
probably
done
100.
different.
Yeah.
Probably 100. Oh, that's a really hard question, man. I've watched 100 battles where I cringe. I just can't think of.
But like
Man.
just
Just any,
moments.
just any old battle? Top
like I guess
three
I could
cringeworthy
give
of
like I
battle
could give a
rap?
couple right now. Like
Cannabis
obviously
flopping.
it created one of the best redemptions I think in battle rap, but like the Harlem hospital beds would be a moment where you're like, oh no, is he fucking this up? Like this is I've been waiting for this, and then he came back to third and smoked it. Or like Charlie Clips again, you know, that third round against T Rex where you were like, oh my fuck, he is killing Rex right now. Like moment you were like cringing.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh.
mean?
I don't know. I like when people get killed just because I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you want to come fucking.
Yeah,
For,
I love
for
that.
myself, my cringeworthy moments are things that I did just acting out of character. Like, I will never watch my Arsenal second battle where I talk about his daughter, even though it was just last year.
Right.
Because first of all, that's not even close to me anymore. I would never do that. But when you're battling Arsenal, that's what he does. That's his whole thing. He'll diss your kids and talk about all
Yeah.
this. And I was in London with him. I was like, yo, man, don't diss my son, man. You know we're close. And he looked at me. He's like, man, shut up, Pat. I was like, fuck. And I was like, he's going to come at my son so bad. So I had some lines. And so I don't watch that back. It makes me uneasy because I'm just not that person anymore. Thesaurus, even shit about his dad. I didn't diss his dad, but I touched around the
I
topic.
love those bars.
Yeah.
They weren't cringeworthy at all.
Yeah, but I mean, for me to watch now, you know, especially, you know, whatever. But like, I talked to him. The thing is with the thesaurus, when I talked about his dad, I just kind of danced around the top. You know, leave you traumatized at the time you looked into your father's eyes and watched him die, right?
Yeah. And he was like, that happened or whatever.
But he knew, like I told him prior
That
to the
was-
battle,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
out of respect, like I told him, like
He's the man.
way before the battle, I was like, hey man, I'm gonna say lines that mention your dad, but I would never diss your dad or even like whatever. And he respected it, and that's why he had like a rebuttal.
It's a battle too.
There's some bars from that I still quote to this day. I think you said
He got
something
caught
about,
in the cipher.
Yeah.
There
There you go. Something about your daughter's
Sorry,
probably
baby.
home right now watching Saw 3D.
Yeah,
and
and then
condoms
comes off the ground, yeah.
Bro, I was knee slapping for like 5 minutes straight. Like,
Damn it, I can't pick.
Yeah,
Some of
bro.
those.
I was
Yeah,
like, that is
crazy.
relentless.
Do you ever
bro.
feel bad about the Marv one? Do you ever watch that back?
No, well, I don't feel bad about it because first of all, I love Marv One, travel the world, and we've been friends and stuff like that. It's all good, but I didn't like him at the time. Like we had an issue because I caused that problem.
Yeah.
And I apologize for it. It's really, a heartfelt apology. I got drunk, and everyone has seen that side of me before, right? And
Scary as fuck.
Yeah, but fucking, but he made a vlog back like, oh, he's like all emotional, being all emo, and made fun of me. So I was like, man, fuck this guy. Like, you're gonna take my kindness for weakness. You know what I mean? Like I put my, I meant that shit. Now you're gonna like shit on it. So I was like, man, fuck this guy. I'm gonna
Put your pride aside to be vulnerable and then get attacked for it.
Right. And then he was like talking a bunch of shit too. So I was like, for the battle, I was like, man, fuck this guy. Even to be honest, I don't want to throw anybody on the bus, but like Yannick was like, so yeah, we know you guys are gonna fight. Like, so we're gonna put you guys last. We weren't supposed to be the main event. Not that he was setting up the fight. He just didn't want to like fuck up the event or whatever.
And
right?
they actually judged that he won. It was that because they would have looked bad.
But look, yeah.
Clearly you won.
Yeah,
Brad.
there was no question.
But here, so when I went there, I was like, we were ready to fight. Me and my boys, it was what it was. I'm pretty sure Mariah was down too, brought his boys, and it was what it was. But right when I this is a really good topic actually, man, because I've never really talked about this in the interview that much. I don't think. Anyway, when I stepped in that circle, man, like, okay, before that, I was like, I'm definitely gonna fight this guy. It is what it is, whatever. Gonna be my first rodeo thrown down for no fucking reason, right? But I fucking get in there, and as soon as I lock eyes with him, I'm like, I got nothing but love for this guy, man. I would never want to put a hand on this guy. I hope this doesn't happen, and I'm glad that it turned out the way it did. But I don't regret saying the things I did because at the time I wanted to fight him. That's why I wrote it like that. I was I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, and he put it in his Facebook bio or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, well, fuck, you just putting it out there, and I don't like you. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean?
What did he put in his Facebook bio? Yeah.
About his brother, his father, and stuff like that.
Did he just put it up before the battle, or
No. It was just in his info. Like,
Okay.
I remember it was like Seinfeld, my favorite show. Great taste, my man, and shit like that. So I was like, all right, cool. Well, I don't like you. I'm gonna go off, and it was what it was. But I would never do anything like that now. Like, I would never diss someone's like, shit like that. This was a long time ago, and I was a totally different person, man.
Did you guys just call Seinfeld whack?
Super whack.
Whack.
Oh my!
Seinfeld's a snooze fest.
Whack. No, it's horrible, bro.
What do you like?
Kramer's at a fucking clan meeting
I don't
right
watch
now.
a lot of
ain't
TV, but that's like the dry, like fall asleep humor.
he? Boring.
Like, get the fuck out. Like this guy bouncing around the fucking hallway and shit, and
Yeah.
like walking in, like shut the fuck. That's not funny.
I don't think
It's
you
not-
understand.
I
writing.
like real life.
I don't think you
things.
understand
Something
the writing. That is
relatable.
the most real life show out.
No, it's not.
How is
Nobody-
it?
How isn't it? They
It's
sit in a-
literally
My
that's
life
it.
has nothing to do with Seinfeld.
I'm sorry. It's probably the most unrealistic, stupid fucking
Straight
show
up.
I've ever seen in my life.
I don't. How can you call it unrealistic? It's like it's literally everyday like meaningless shit. that happens.
No, I've never lived in an apartment building where there's a fucking
Ever.
wild ass character running in and out of my apartment, coming and
Really?
going up and down the hallway.
Really?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah.
Never in my place.
not
like
like
if you don't
that.
get your fucking
I
head out
have.
of here.
I have. That's different.
Kramer, come on.
It's people who go to restaurants,
I lived in
eat, and
Highfield
talk
like
about
6 years.
day-to-day life.
No, it's not day-to-day life for who?
Yeah.
Well, what did you watch that you related to so much?
Yeah.
Fresh
What,
Prince
as a
of
kid,
Bel-Air.
yeah, Fresh Prince,
Yeah,
That's
1,000%.
not. You know
That's the
what?
greatest
You know
show
what? You
Fresh
guys are gonna
Prince.
hate me on this, but I watched that back today, and I was a huge Fresh Prince fan, as we all were as kids. I watch it back today, and I'm like, the humor is not that
Shut his
timeless.
mic off.
It's
Shut his
not.
mic off.
It's
Shut his
not
mic
that
off.
timeless.
This is
And that's why Seinfeld is still syndicated to this day, playing every day on multiple channels.
Putting
and
people to
Fresh
sleep in the middle of the day.
Straight
So,
up.
since-
You know what? He
since-
was at my crib the other night falling asleep watching
It
Curb Your
didn't age
Enthusiasm.
well.
I like
Curb Your Enthusiasm is incredible. What are you talking
That's
about?
better. It's better, but it's
What do you
better
like?
than
What's your favorite
Seinfeld.
show?
Yeah.
The Wire.
Okay, cool.
Because your life is so much like
But
that.
you
But
put
it's
the
not
same
fair.
It's
writer.
entertaining. It's
I think
better
you put me
writing.
on the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It's incredible writing. Can you name a better character in TV ever than Omar?
I don't think The Wire is.
Ever.
I don't think The Wire is even 1/5 as good as writing as Seinfeld. It's totally different though.
Yo,
I haven't seen The Wire in its entirety. Like I
what?
haven't.
Oh man, it's crazy.
But then again, I haven't seen Seinfeld in its entirety.
Seinfeld is like known to be like the best writing.
Do you see
But
how
who?
he
But it's
structures-
different though. It's different. It's totally different
People
writing.
that watch The Simpsons and like
I didn't like The Simpsons.
even the film
Like-
music for Seinfeld is like
Bro, and there's all
Amazing.
that like forced laughter in
so
the background,
dry,
like
yeah.
friends. Like,
Oh, it's
get the
corny
fuck
humor.
outta
It's
here.
dry humor. Have you seen Naked?
That's why I don't like it.
Yeah, but the
I'm not
writing-
a corny person.
the
Yes, you are. We say dad jokes all the
but
time.
that's different because it's actually funny.
Yo, did you like Naked Gun? Or is that too like?
I've never seen it.
I don't remember Naked Gun.
Well, I was.
Is that Leslie Nielsen?
Yes, man.
you love
So,
it, right?
oh my god, it was my favorite movies of all time, man.
Jerry Seinfeld's doing. What does he get? He's got a little comedy show on the go now.
Yeah, Comedians in Cars.
Comedians
Not
in
feeling
Cars
it.
getting
Not
coffee.
feeling it. Not feeling
It's
it.
whack.
I think it's more for the craft of comedians.
I cooked
If-
him
And
breakfast.
and it
Ed.
depends who
Jerry
the celebrity
Seinfeld.
guest
Huh?
is too.
I cooked Jerry Seinfeld breakfast.
Get the fuck out of here.
I did, yeah.
Stop
In
lying
Moncton.
through your
I
teeth.
swear to God, he was
Where?
arrogant as fuck too. Like,
As he should be.
He ordered some fruit. You had to like literally grab a cantaloupe, start peeling that shit on the motherfucking spot. Like they were like, yo, you weren't even allowed to look at him, talk to him.
So
Like,
that's why you hate it.
no, I hated it before that. No, but when I met him,
You don't think George Costanza's funny?
no, he's a creep.
No, I agree with that.
He is a creep.
Like he's
funnier
even like
cha-
he's a
funny
consistent
character
creep.
on
He's a
that
creep.
show.
What's that movie, Pretty Woman? He's been a creep his whole career.
Yeah, I love it.
Ah, no.
Who's your favorite actor? Top 3.
Top 3?
Ooh.
I'd say
I can't wait for mine.
Leonardo.
1.
Leonardo.
1.
That's
Denzel.
one of mine too.
1.
Denzel.
2.
Two.
I
I got like a three-way. I got like a three-way tie for my third.
I gotta put Will there somewhere.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Will Smith.
Hold
Yeah.
on, a side note. What do you consider a great comedy show? Like,
Quake is
he's
mad,
pissed,
bro.
I'm just real mad
You
right
got
now.
Seinfeld boxers on right
What,
now.
what do you consider a great comedy
Lord,
show
give me a
of all
Seinfeld.
time? Like
Fresh
I
Prince is incredible. I laughed my ass off of that.
Yeah.
didn't age that
Facts.
well. Have you watched it
It
recently?
did.
Have you watched it
How?
recently?
What do you mean?
Yes.
It has aged
It's timeless.
beautifully.
It's not better than Seinfeld. Are you
No.
kidding me?
Not comedy.
Not even
wise.
close. And then
It's
right
To
funnier.
each their own, but that's up for debate.
Bro.
Seinfeld
You can't have
if
Will
there's
Smith
any show
teach
to
you-
be
it's
up.
Seinfeld. It's Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Let's respect the greatest selling show of all
you-
time.
if you don't
give me a
mind.
Seinfeld.
If you don't
Lord,
mind.
give me a Seinfeld.
Hey, let's get back to movies before we get sidetracked.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So third.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. I was gonna say The Blow's probably my
He's
favorite
dope.
movie of all time.
But that's like a tie with Will Smith for me too.
Will Smith's incredible.
Will Smith's the man. I can't not put Will Smith.
My favorite actor is not a movie actor. James Gandolfini. I think he's the best actor
Who's
of all
that?
time. Tony Soprano.
Oh,
I think he's the greatest.
That's
actor.
for that one
That's
role?
a cool
yeah,
show.
yeah. I think he's the greatest actor.
That's a cool show.
You know who my favorite actor is to watch, and I can't
cool
believe.
show.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's
Who?
cool.
I'm just not remembering his name right now, and this always happens. But he's one of my favorite people to watch. Buddy from Superbad.
Oh, McLovin.
Oh, fucking
No, what's his name?
Jonah Hill?
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera.
Cera.
Me too.
He's my
yeah.
favorite.
He's amazing.
He's amazing.
He's fucking
amazing.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Superbad is one of the most timeless, hilarious
Superbad.
movies of
Okay,
all
let's
time.
do top 3 comedy films.
Have you seen what's it called? Day One or something?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, with Jack Black.
Oh my
I never
god.
seen it. I never seen
Michael
it.
Cera is funny as hell, bro.
Yeah.
No, what's
Even
that
in-
one with the girl from Nova Scotia? The,
Ellen Page.
yeah, Ellen Page. Yeah, but what's the name of the movie?
Juno?
Scott Pilgrim.
Juno.
Oh no,
No,
didn't he do
Juno's
one-
good.
Juno's
Is it
hilarious.
Didn't he
Juno?
do Scott Pilgrim versus the World too? Some comic book one. Did you guys ever see that? Probably not.
I don't know.
I did. I think it's Michael
Did
Cera.
you guys see him on Hot Ones? Him eating the wings. He's exactly like he is.
Who?
As a
Michael?
Michael Cera.
I love Michael Cera.
bro,
He did
doesn't
Hot
even,
Ones?
he doesn't even break a sweat, and he's so calm. He's exactly like he is in the
No
movie.
way.
Yeah, it's,
I need
it's
to see
fucking
that.
hilarious.
I need to watch
Hot Ones
that.
is
Bro,
fire,
he got one of
Pun
my
intended.
favorite
Dang.
ones on there. Yeah.
You seen him on Between Two Ferns?
No. He's on that? Oh, fuck. I gotta Google that.
So funny,
Yo,
man.
I'm
so
weird with
funny.
that. Like Zach Galifianakis, he's funny as hell. That,
So funny.
but isn't it borderline fucking weird though?
Yes.
Yes.
Every now and again, I'm like, wait, what? And then I'm like, haha, wait, what?
Yeah, and he's like kissing a man.
Yeah,
that
jerking
that's-
off like it's
yeah,
in
yeah.
the fern. It's just like,
What
are
about
you
The
really
Office?
doing?
That's an uncomfortable. Do you think that's whack
Love
too?
it. It's
I'm not a
horrible.
fan of The Office.
I
For
hate
some
it.
reason, I can't tap into it. And I like the characters.
But
How
you
do
know what,
hate
man?
it?
Here's the thing about The Office.
It's just
man.
okay. So this is why I don't like any of those shows. It's just pointless, corny, fucking like. Watching. I'm just like, all right. This
What
is
do you
frustrating. It's so corny.
The Office, man.
What do you-
There's a lot of dry spots in The Office. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But what's his name? Dwight Schrute.
Dwight.
Oh,
He's funny.
He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He's just like what's
Yeah.
his name? The guy we just talked about.
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera, yeah.
Did you ever see the movie Office Space?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, I like that movie, and it's
But
kind of
that's what
similar
you mean,
humor.
That's dry.
It's similar.
That's dry.
It's
pointless
similar humor, so I don't know why I like it so much, but
It's
I
hit or
think
miss.
it's hilarious.
I don't know.
It's just got to be done a certain way. It's preference.
Let's get back to rap and battle rap and shit people might want to watch us for, because they would be like, I don't really give a fuck about your fucking movies. But you know what? Maybe they do.
Yeah.
It is popular shit. Actually, man, fuck that. We don't have to cater to the crowd. What are your favorite cereals?
Oh, fuck it.
Straight
Can I
up.
start? Can I
Go ahead,
start? Let me start.
Let me start.
Let me
Look at
fucking
that
start this one. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
one.
number one for sure.
Fucking.
Remember the Cinnabons though, the little mini cinnamon buns? They were pretty lit.
You know what was real bad? French Toast Crunch. Remember when they tried to
Pretty
do
dope.
a spin up?
I love
you like
that.
that.
Yeah.
French
I love
Toast Crunch
it.
is amazing.
Yeah.
to me.
Fuck off.
Fire.
Latin raisin bread.
Amazing. That's
Fuck
probably number
off.
two.
You don't like Raisin Bread?
What? I got
Raisin
shit.
bread is unbelievable,
High in
too.
fiber.
Yeah, have you had Crave?
Yeah. What?
Crave?
Crave's good.
Oh
There's
my
one up
God.
there.
It's Captain Crunch with chocolate in it.
Captain Crunch tear the whole top
I'm not
roof
a
of your
chocolate
mouth
guy,
out.
Tell you,
though.
Russo, we heard it in your rap, all right?
Yeah, if you don't mind. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I gotta go with Harvest Crunch. Y'all fuck with Harvest Crunch?
Yeah.
Wow, you got
I
to name
don't
that
know.
as your top? This is healthy.
It's delicious.
It is pretty good.
Sprinkle a little bit of fucking brown
a little
sugar in
granola
there,
for me,
Make it
but-
unhealthy.
You know, the cereals we have here is not the same as all the ones in America. So a lot of these people are probably gonna not know what the fuck we're talking
That's
about.
right.
Everybody has Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Bro, I said a line about Shreddies. I said nowadays these young dudes are serial killers. Hit you for a bowl of Shreddies, and I thought I thought everyone in the studio would go crazy, and they're like, "What is Shreddies?" It was down in
Seinfeld
Atlanta.
bars.
They're like, "What is Shreddies?"
Bro, they don't got my
They
aunt
don't
lives
got-
down. My aunt lives
Yo.
down South Carolina. They don't got certain types of like
Reese's
chip flavors and
Ketchup
shit
chips,
down there.
they don't got
Peanut butter
ketchup
puffs.
Zesty cheese Doritos.
Nope.
They don't got that, bro.
Nope.
Check these out.
Yo, Reese's Pieces peanut butter puffs though, up there are my favorite.
Reese's Puffs are crazy good.
They might be better than Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Shout out to Underground Snacks too. Check
yes,
them out on
sir.
Instagram. Underground Snacks with an X.
Yeah. We want to.
I might have to get one of them $1,000 a box, ain't it?
Yeah. Speaking of them, do you guys hear about those fucking Supreme cookies they got on the go, man?
Oh, man.
So apparently, what do they sell?
they look badass.
They
though.
look
Do
crazy.
look bad. Velvet?
The Red Celsius. Yeah. The Red Celsius.
They do look good.
15,000.
Oh yeah. Just carry one around all day. Yo, you want one?
Oh, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's D. Like,
Yeah.
that's like 20 some G's.
Yeah.
Hey, what if
Fuck.
you bought them just as an investment, which would be smart if you could?
You could.
right?
They're going up. There were
Don't-
4
Yes,
pairs
they're
at the
going
start of the
up.
week.
Yeah. What if you got home? What would you do? You got home, your kid was fucking he opened it or whatever. Didn't even eat them. Fed them to the dog.
Oh, grounded
Keeping those
for
with
life.
edibles, man. You go up on the top shelf. You can't reach
I'd
them.
put the kid on eBay.
Yeah. Get your money back.
Get your money back.
Get his stomach pumped, Dave. Reshape them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, give them
Patting them back together.
Yeah,
Yo, I'm gonna say number one right now is Crave for me because Crave is so
Crave is good.
good, man.
Is that like high in protein?
No, hell no, it's
Is
high.
Crave Kellogg's?
High in
Crave
sugar.
is I think it is Kellogg's.
I think
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
I think it
So
is.
Crave, Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Yeah.
and Reese's Pieces, no order.
Yeah,
No,
Reese's
Reese's
Pieces is
Puffs.
amazing.
Reese's Puffs.
Yeah, the
Reese's
Reese's
Puffs,
Puffs.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to put Reese's Puffs on there too. And Harvest Crunch instead of Crave.
What about
That's
you?
my three.
I don't do cereal, to be honest.
No.
I don't even drink milk, to be honest. Like,
I don't either.
Ray got,
you know,
I
it
don't
got,
drink milk.
you know,
I
it got
don't drink
taken
milk.
off of the Canadian
Cashew.
fucking
Yeah.
food guide.
Yeah.
It got taken off.
That did, yeah.
I, am a
Cashew
I
milk.
eat bacon and eggs and shit like that for breakfast more than I eat cereal.
Yeah.
I don't drink
to be
milk either.
honest.
I use almond milk.
Yeah, almond or cashew.
That's way better.
The
That's what they-
blends
that's
are the
what
way
they
to
say.
go.
But who knows?
I mean, taste wise, even.
I think so too.
Get the vanilla. If you get the unsweetened, you're in for a surprise.
I go for
That
the
shit.
unsweetened every time.
Me too.
What for 20
Because
calories?
the
and
vanilla
difference?
fucks up the flavor. You can't just put that in with Reese's Pieces and expect it to taste the same, bro.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Fucks with the
So
chemistry.
you don't have top 3 cereals?
He's healthy.
I'm not
He's
that
super
healthy, but I fucking.
He's a health symbol.
No, I don't know.
He triple berries
I don't know. It's been a
Fuck.
minute.
Sex
I used to
crunch.
like French Toast Crunch. I used to like that.
Yeah, they're fire.
I used to like Lucky
I-
Charms, but I'd pick the marshmallows out and just put a bowl full of marshmallows.
How am I
little
sleeping
hack.
on Lucky Charms? Yeah. I'll take a Harvest Crunch off for
Yeah.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Lucky Charms
Yes.
is fun.
Oh my
Yeah.
good
Tricks
treat.
were fucking the truth too, and great marketing.
Fruit Loops,
Great-
bro.
Wow. Fruit Loops are good, man.
Oh, you know what I like that's weird as fuck is Golden Grams. I don't know why.
Pretty
but
good.
They're so
They're good.
fucking
Do you guys
good.
like
They were a little too sweet.
soggy
though.
Fruit
think?
Loops?
They were dog sweet.
I used to like the Fruit Loops soggy. Let it sit for like
Nah, that's strange.
10 minutes.
Nah.
Nah.
I like that, like a
You like
soft cookie.
soggy?
Not
That makes
soggy,
sense.
but soft.
Yeah, like a El Dante.
Speaking of,
I think I like Reese's Puffs better dry.
fucking mafia
Oh,
talk. Yes, too.
this might be a little. This might be a little off topic, but not really. We're talking about Quake being all healthy and he's a fitness model and whatnot. Bathing suit.
Do any laundry on his stomach?
Mr. Olympia.
Peter North.
Peter North.
Yeah.
So Quake, you're the only one here who actually DJ IB definitely goes on tour, but as far as like, touring as an artist, you're the only one here that really tours, like, I'd say consistently through the years and whatnot. And I always wondered, because how could you not be unhealthy on a tour? Like, how could you, like, because, I don't like, especially when you're growing up, it's super important to eat good. And you feel so much better when it's like we have to. But like when you're touring, do you have time to cook your own meals and go to Sobeys?
No. So this is how it starts. For the first
Sobeys,
week,
by the way, is a grocery store.
Yeah. For the first week, I'll be like vegan, everything, you know what I mean?
Keeping it light.
And then, but
then
all
the
of a
next
sudden,
thing you know, you get a landing strip on your vagina and you're pregnant.
yeah, no, next thing you know, it's fucking 4 a.m.
Eating
after the
tuna
show,
roll.
and your
Dumb,
only
man.
option is like, we're going through the A&W drive-through. Everyone order what you want.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, what are you going to do
$120
now?
order
Yeah.
of all burgers.
And the worst is the drinking too, like drinking every fucking night.
But how couldn't you? That's the thing, man. Like,
Because you want to get the crowd into it.
Yeah.
They're all drunk.
and you don't rush to a salad when you're drunk.
No.
If you're buzzed up, you're like,
Fuck
where
no.
the fuck is the
The
grease
hangover is
at?
what kills you too. If I'm hungover, I don't want to eat nothing fucking healthy.
no.
Grease pull your guts together.
Yeah. And you don't eat until like 6
I'm
o'clock.
hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Sometimes I'm too sick to eat pizza or some shit. Like it's weird. I want sushi when I'm hungover sometimes.
But that's what always like discouraged me about like touring and shit. It's like, man, I want to go tour for a month, like for reasons such as eating really shitty, becoming like super out of shape.
and liquor's a depressant, which it plays on you mentally.
And I'm a
as
crazy
well.
drunk.
Especially when you're fatigued and you're exhausted from these night
Yeah,
in,
you'll
night
catch a
out.
couple charges.
And you're fucking
Yeah, or
interacting
just do things
like,
I regret. You know what I mean? I'll be like super drunk. I'll be around the wrong people, and I've been known to just get in trouble. And I don't even want to, like, especially on like day 16. I'm like, who's gonna be like, you're feeling like shit. All right, time to get on stage, man. Want to shot a fireball? But like, nah, man, you gotta let us. Romantic lettuce?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
I think the key, what I was doing was like, all right, have my couple drinks before the show, do the show. As soon as I'm off stage, water.
Yeah, man.
That's what you got to try to do. Because you are drinking every night for 2 months.
Yeah.
It'll
You know
catch
what I
up
mean?
to you.
Like,
Your
when
immune
you came
system
back
drop.
off tour, you didn't you go on like a
Hello.
kind of like the Jer Sauce fast? You did the same thing with liquor.
Yeah, I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
Bro, when I got back on tour, I fucking got out the shower and took a picture of myself in the mirror one day. And then like I noticed once I stopped drinking, like I did like 2 months later, started going to the gym. It was crazy. Like crazy difference, man.
Even
Like,
just doing one night show like locally or doing anything, you go over and you just make it an event to go get fucking destroyed,
Yeah.
Imagine doing that for weeks on end like you do, It's just
Pat,
like,
do you ever drink for battle? Like, do you ever?
I never ever drink for battles. I don't like being at events drunk anyway, man. You guys, trust me, the farthest thing I want to do is brag when I talk like this. But you guys all been to events with me when I get fucked up. I turn into an evil dude, man. So in a
I
battle,
feel like liquor has the opposite effect on you for some reason.
I know.
Like when
Thanos. He just goes all Thanos on everyone.
When I drink, I'm smiling, having a good time.
Happy.
Like you're happy, like sober, but
No,
then
no,
you
he
start
does
drinking.
like this low eye thing
Yeah,
where
as
he's
soon as you
squinting
start
around. He's
drinking,
like,
man, you get
who
eased,
deserves
like-
it?
Yeah.
nah, you know what, man? It's always been that way for me, man. It's crazy. Like a lot more before. I'm a lot more of a happy person now, and I'm
Yeah, you are.
yeah.
You've
like
changed. You've changed immensely, bro.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I think that it doesn't even exist in me anymore because it was every single time. You
Yeah.
see me fucked up, goon. You know what I mean?
But actually, no, I can't even say that. It was always it was more than it wasn't. But
Yeah.
like even back then, bro, sometimes you'd be the fucking you'd literally moonwalk. Like, what up, yo?
Oh, if I'm around my
pick
own
me up
people-
off my feet, like my feet are dangling, and she's saying hi to me. I'm like, yo, you mind getting the fuck off me? My friends are here, bro.
But then
You gotta
but
look
it depends
like
on who I'm around. If I'm around my people, it's always good. I'm not
That's
gonna be
right.
like, but
That's
like,
right. You're not
anyways,
just an
Do you
unstable.
think being such a public figure plays
Plays a
against
role.
that? Like, where it's like somebody could
conscious
check
of
me
shit.
at any moment.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and I'm on
Yeah.
guard, so you're extra paranoid.
well,
or-
I was always like that, so I was worse even when I wasn't a public figure. But I do think of it now, and because
where do you think it stems? Is it just like I don't want someone to get over on me? Like, you're
to be honest,
overthinking
I
paranoia, or-
don't know where it stemmed from.
PTSD. Just sometimes when you grow up.
I'm such an observant person, and I never understood why I got like that. Like, dude, even a few weeks ago when I was at that show, you were like, yeah, you weren't talking to anyone. I was in goon mode. If you didn't notice,
where was this at?
at the fucking Jordan show. A Jordan show.
Oh yeah. You were. I can't even. I don't even talk to you when you're drinking.
And everyone said that to me. They're like, Pat, man, I
just leave you alone.
Yeah, everyone was like, yo, Pat, I seen you. I didn't really want to say what's up.
The Boys Gate area sound like a fucking
no, but it's just like he's just like he'll just grin. I'll be like, you want to do a
I
shot?
know what you
Grin?
mean, but I'm saying me too. By the boys, I
like-
mean like even me co-signing that. Like I don't think you're always that monstrous, but
Nah,
I just
not.
think you're. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a big thinker, so I feel like you're always just spinning the wheels in your head, and when you're drunk, you kind of get lost in a different train of thought, making ideas reality.
Maybe
kinda
it's like
acting
how
on
weed
them.
does to us.
Well,
Like,
I mean, how many
you know
of
what
us
I mean?
make mistakes when we're drunk too? Like I do.
I don't think I
do it
have
all.
one regret in my entire life that I made sober.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say ever. I was like, shut the fuck up, Dickey.
No. That's something I would say normally. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
drunk, you know.
But think about like if you think about every time you get fucked up, like I've made mistakes where I'm like, fuck, like whether it was with the law or
Did you watch
stupid
Seinfeld
shit.
drunk? Or?
Yeah, that was a huge mistake.
It's the
I
only
should've-
time
I
I've
fell
had-
asleep.
The only time I've let that shit play.
I was trying to turn up. It was in the background. I was like, but no.
Yeah, no, it's something that it's not new to me. I have a song that's 11 years old called "I'm Dying."
That sounds incredible, by the way.
Thank you, man. And you know, the first time I ever spit it was at your house. It was me, you, and Corbin, and you put like a Dr. Dre beat on.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
yo, I got
yeah.
this verse, and I
Yeah.
spit it at Quake's house. First time I wrote it, and Quake was like, damn. And even Corbin at the time, who wasn't into like deep rap, he was like, no, that's dope.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Quake, I was actually looking for your approval that day. Dickey, I think
Bro.
it was either you were there or one of your other friends were there too, man.
He might have been there.
Bro,
Probably.
The
Shout out to
fact,
Sorensen
the fact
too,
that
man.
you don't make music
Sorensen
more
I know.
pisses me off.
I know.
sorry, man.
Because the props you give
Likewise.
me, like for actually on the last episode, you putting that song at the end of the fucking episode after giving me that little heartfelt fucking "you love me," give me a fucking shoulder rub fucking moment.
He
That
jerked you off.
song I remember way back. What was it? 08?
Yeah.
A year after my car came out. See, I can take heat. Even when I dropped that way back then, you were like, I remember, bro. I don't know if we had battled before or after or whatever happened. You still dapped me up. You were like, yo, fucking gives me goosebumps, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You showed me love. Your song, Guilty by Association,
Thank you, man.
I just tagged you in it on Instagram today. I was working up to that shit. I played that shit, no homo. Played it like 4 times, kept running it back until my 3 fucking sets were done. The energy I get off that, bro, goosebumps. And I don't know if
It's
what is it,
crazy.
the Phil Collins sample?
Yeah.
it is.
Bro,
Tonight.
it was similar to that like airy beat that I used. It
Yeah.
felt like You're Welcome to My World. Obviously not as lengthy or whatever, but like, fuck, man, you said a lot, and it was a very good fucking depiction of like your angle on your changes.
Yeah. Thank
How
you,
you
man.
view people, your maturity, man. I loved it. I love that.
I
record,
think
bro.
you make great music, bro.
Me too, bro.
Like you got to do more. And speaking of which,
Yeah.
what you just did was buzzing this week a lot. you dissed. Like, for those who don't know, you dissed some guy. He paid you to do a feature. You coordinated with him and you dissed him on his own song. and you put it out.
got the
you put it out
personality
there.
of a dill pickle.
What can you tell us? Like, how did that?
Yikes.
What? Like, how does that come to be?
Well, dude, I don't do features with people unless they're my friends. Like, I just don't. Like,
Yeah.
I get people
Me
reach out
either.
all the
That's
time.
how I feel that too.
I'd rather.
I got you both on a song back in the day.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Won't happen
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, fuck. I had the best verse.
I think there was a Dickey bear in there too, wasn't there?
I don't know.
Maybe
That West Coast beat. Who was that?
Anyways,
Yeah, back to the important stuff.
When I say in that line, I said when I start spitting, I cause friction. I start spitting.
Your watch ticket.
Watch ticking. I cause friction. That frostbitten watch you rocking or stop
stop
ticking. I'm
ticking.
I'm a shock for the house not existing like cops who rock shit that says stop snitching. I don't expect only. Anyways, whatever.
You were going in
I was
back then, bro.
Anyways, so that song, I met up a guy, and I told him, bro, I don't really do features, man. I don't, and $1,000 ain't really shit to me to do a feature with. No one wants to hear me do a fucking song with you. Like, they'll just be like, "Oh, Pat's hurting for money. He's a sellout, man." So he spits his verse. It's not really my style of shit. And I'm like, "Yo, it's Pat Stay." They'll be like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? What? Work on your own shit, or do some songs, or do some songs with people who are your friends who are gonna actually benefit your career."
the beat was kind of hard though too.
fire beat, right?
Yeah,
The beat was slapping.
The beat was hard.
But I was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna diss this guy on it, and
Continue.
Oh, good.
Continue.
yeah, it's hard to. No, and I
Like
put
a
it out.
proud dad.
I didn't even ask him for his permission. I wasn't like, hey man, is this okay? Like,
Bro,
can
if that was my album, I would have been pissed. You leaked the whole.
I think it's
you
a golden moment.
No, I paid for a verse. And his song's not even out yet. He just leaks his verse, shoots his own
not even
separate
mixed
video.
yet.
It's like, bro, what the fuck? You didn't even give me a chance to put my
No,
shit up.
No,
Like-
I didn't even. I didn't let him do shit. I recorded it, did the video, I put it out, and he messaged me. I said, he messaged me. No, I messaged him. I said, hey man, you hear the song yet? He goes, this is real shit. He goes, nah, man, honestly, I've been going through a lot of stress, but I was like, might not be a good time to fucking check out the record, right? And then he's like, yeah, man, just dealing with a lot of shit. I'm like, oh, here we go. Fucking, I provided this young man with a chair and a rope. You know what I mean? But fucking,
Cancel the Z transfer real quick.
Did he ask for it back?
no, he was ecstatic about it. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm a battle. Look,
Actually, if you did that even on my song, I'd be like,
Dude.
yo, people are gonna eat
Dude.
that shit up.
Dude.
I don't even think that guy. Yo, shouts to whoever that guy is.
What was his name?
Obviously.
he's cool as fuck. I'm meeting up with him tomorrow, actually, just to
Yeah,
talk
he's
about.
probably he doesn't even understand what little gem he just was given.
What's
like,
his name though?
DENNYO, I think, or maybe DEY, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
But you leaked it. If I was him, I would have sat on it, spent a year, tried to come up with the best rebuttal I could.
Well,
and make it a battle style.
Well, here's the thing.
song,
He was
yeah.
like, "Man, this is so fucking great." Well, man, look at all the people. It started blowing up. It's
What,
like
what are some rappers that reached out to you because of that? I
Slane.
seen Joe Budden.
Slane, Joe Budden, Diabolic. He did too.
I
Fucking,
did see Joe Budden. He tweeted it, didn't
Yeah,
he?
fucking.
he said he wanted-
Who
yeah.
else though? There was Apathy. All kinds of people, man. All kinds of
Yeah.
people did. And so Buddy was like, "Oh man, put this up on your YouTube page too. This will work good, so I can get a grant." This guy knows what the fuck he's doing,
Yeah,
man.
he's
And
straight
by
up.
the way, I'm not a cold-hearted person, man. Like when he said he's going through some stress and stuff like that. I said, well, listen, man, I'm more of a shoulder and an ear than I am a rapper
That's
or
right.
an entertainer.
And you are.
And I'm a friend. And if you want to meet up and talk sometime just to get some shit off your chest, man, I would
That's
love to be
real.
there
It's
for you.
facts, yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
meeting up tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning because I'm there for anyone at any time. Like
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time, and not to big myself up, but I really care about people. So
You
like,
do, bro.
yeah.
And I've had some serious convos with my own personal shit with you, and like,
Word.
and you'll sprinkle a little bit of comedic relief in
I
there
have
too,
to.
clown the fuck out of me or something. But
Yeah.
you
Can I get a
give
zero
very
couple?
good advice, man. You sympathize, man.
Breaks all shades.
Ray, look at the
Oh,
fucking buns. Look at the look at the buns on.
lunges.
Oh yeah,
Look at the legs on that stallion.
Serial
from?
Fitness.
Yeah. Anyone have a lighter? And we're taking some questions now from your fans. You made a post. You asked them to comment a question.
And we're gonna do this every week, man. Getting the fans engaged, man. Even though the questions are usually sucking.
Bunch of really
scrappy questions, eh?
Step it up.
They're
Oh,
not the greatest
They
questions.
suck.
There's one random one that has nothing to do with rap. I don't know. Like I don't know which one you want me
Just
to.
ask it, man. I don't
All
give
right.
a fuck.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
One horse-sized duck.
One horse-sized duck. So a duck that's as big as a horse, or 100 horses that are as big as like little ducks.
I feel like
100 horses that are big as little ducks.
You would
Yeah,
just
I'd
kick
kiss
them?
the fuck
no,
out of
that'd
those
be
horses.
scary as fuck.
Yeah, I would battle the big duck. Just fucking
No, you wouldn't.
Quiet.
That'd be a
quiet,
terrifying
quiet.
duck, man.
Yeah,
They can fly.
rip its head off.
They can't fly very well though.
A duck?
They fly. What do you mean?
You ain't never
they-
seen no duck way up.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Where?
You never
Hey,
seen
you
a
never
flying
seen
V?
that?
Are those ducks?
Yeah, bro.
Ducks be way up. Ducks be way up in the air like that.
Dog.
Whenever I see ducks, they're like flying ground level, about to get in some water.
We can segue off that, but let's say, can we all agree that ostriches are terrifying?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy terrifying.
Terrifying.
All
Crazy
neck.
terrifying.
Yeah. You
Okay,
see
we're
Kevin
all-
Hart's story about the ostrich? Where,
Dude, I
We
had a
don't even-
nightmare that they were chasing
When
me.
he
I
threw
was-
the pin at it,
Oh
we
my
don't even
God.
know what it is. He said-
Oh yeah, who was that? Who was
Kevin
that?
Hart.
No, who was that that asked the question?
oh, the horse and
That's
duck
important,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah, we got to shout them out.
Yeah.
That was scumbag
What did you say, Mark? You wanted
underscore
to take
Briggs.
the little horses, eh?
Scumbag underscore Briggs,
Scumbag
man.
underscore Briggs.
Thanks for the
Little
weird
horses,
question.
for
What
You
sure.
want
else
to
we
take the
got?
little horses? It's because you're not used to taking the bill, eh?
Didn't-
Oh, take the bill.
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
Talk about
fuck.
it.
It's
But
a
he
duck
talks
bar.
about
He's
it.
not
Is
a
this it?
rapper.
It's a duck
though.
bar.
Oh, man.
That's just basic bars, bro.
What are you talking about, Dickey? You wanna?
Yeah, what do you mean? Elaborate.
No, well, he made a little story. You guys remember that when you made a little story about the tis?
oh, yeah.
Tip.
I do have
You have
mixed
opinions
reviews.
on
I do
tips?
have mixed
On
reviews
tipping?
with tipping.
What are they?
They weren't mixed on your story. So why don't you elaborate a little bit?
All right. I don't think tipping should be required. If you go above and beyond, yeah. But if I'm coming out there and I'm buying food, put it this way: you get paid hourly, like I do at my job, and when I get my paycheck, I don't go, "What? I didn't get no tips for doing my job." And I don't feel like waiters and waitresses should either. If you go above and beyond and someone decides to give you extra money for free, take it and be happy with it. Don't stomp your feet and backpedal talking about some of the fuckers didn't even tip. Bought all that food for the company I work for, but didn't tip.
Have you experienced the stomp off or?
Maybe. I don't look or care. I'm just like, I don't care. I tip when I'm like, oh fuck, she brought me out that when I didn't ask for it.
What makes you think that is for free though? I guess is what I'm.
What is it?
Like, what makes you think that is for free? Like, you think it's like
It's my extra money. The company doesn't say, come to eat here. These are on the prices on the menu that doesn't say plus tip.
Well, sometimes it like gratuity comes off automatically. Actually, it depends on where.
That's
you're
your
eating.
guys' system out back. That
No,
has
I'm
nothing
talking
to
about
do.
sometimes you go to like a hotel anywhere in the States, just places in the world, like you don't have
Facts.
a choice.
That's true.
Gratuity just comes off.
And that's part of
And
the
if you
price
look at
tag.
yourself-
That's
no.
part of the price that I know that as a customer, I'm like, oh, that's included
No,
with
it's
everything.
not. It shows up on your bill. It's like you buy a sandwich,
Yeah.
and it comes up that 15% or 20% gratuity
Yeah.
automatically.
And then some
which you
places
should
it
be hitting
doesn't.
anyways.
And then some places it doesn't. So when the sour employee's like, oh, why didn't you tip? It's like, because I didn't fucking have to.
No, but you
What
do
about
though.
the
So
tip?
like,
What about the tip out though?
yeah, so
what is that?
That's a whole nother. So like basically, most servers will pay a minimum of like 4% of their sales.
So if you don't
automatically.
tip, they have to pay
So
out
like
of their pocket.
basically,
What?
that
Then
single
then
mom
change
is gonna
where you
make-
work.
But
Because that's jipping you. Your company's jipping you. I'm not jipping you because I didn't follow your
But
company's
do you
rule
understand that it's
to
all the
give
same
you more
thing? So
free
like,
money.
let's say that we don't get tipped, right?
Then you get
Or-
your hourly wage still, though,
Because
right?
the company will compensate and increase our wage. What do you think is going to happen to food costs? Do you think that sandwich is going to cost the same?
I'm going to pay whatever the cost of the food is.
Right, but you're going to pay
regardless.
more because of that. So doesn't it equal out to the same thing?
Is that going to happen, though? If the prices go
Absolutely.
up, that's my choice
Prices
to eat there.
will go up.
And if they do, then that's my choice if I want to continue
Dickey, I
to pay
really
for
think
that.
you're pussyfooting. I think you want to go in.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Go
say
in.
What are you?
It's the moment you've been
holding
waiting
back?
for.
Yeah, this is your moment.
I don't think it
He's
should
in
be.
the industry though.
You're
He's in
barely
the industry, so he feels
We're
strongly
just getting
about
started.
it. So
And
let-
I wanted to kind of go in a circle and get like everybody's point of view.
Well, we don't have that much time.
Yeah,
on the
because
show.
you're
No, but I want to know because your woman's in the industry too, right?
Yes, she is.
So I kind of want to get everybody's opinion.
I believe in tipping
before I really.
like high.
Okay.
Yeah.
For no reason. Always.
Yes.
That's fucking.
So it's
you're
no
being
reason?
cavalier with your finances.
But how is it no reason though?
Because
so if you go to
why?
Sun Life and buy insurance, does that person not get commission? So a server is somebody that's making sales. You make commission off of those sales. That's what the tip is.
What?
And as an adult,
No, it's
that's
not.
what you do.
No,
is
it's
you-
not.
you
A tip is an optional extra
No,
money out
it's
of my
not.
pocket. Incentive is your company giving
You're
you extra money for
paying
doing
them
your job.
Service. You can't afford to eat out if you can't afford to tip.
That's
my point.
ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous, illogical concept of all
How
time.
is it if you?
So if I go to Sobeys and Sobeys like, what? You paid it in full, but we want some
Is
extra.
Sobeys doing your dishes
No
and
one's-
cooking the food and then serving it and
You're
wiping
not
your
doing
fucking
all that
mess up?
either, though.
I'm doing most of it
What are you doing? Bringing my plate the fuck to my table?
and cleaning up after your sloppy ass, bringing
Well,
you your boneless wings.
facts.
You know what I mean?
Sobeys don't do
That's
that.
what you get paid an hourly wage
That's
to do.
why are you eating
So without
out?
your hourly wage, what are you getting paid for?
Why are
then?
you eating out?
So for the fucking food. I don't
For the
get it.
service, not for the
Service always sucks. 9 times out of 10, I got bad service.
food. When? Where?
When I eat from you. Thugging in the kitchen.
That's
Slim
true, though.
thugging
You
in the
never
kitchen.
ate.
Because you are paying for the service.
No, but if you think
No,
about
I'm
it,
paying
like
for the food.
no, but like so we can go back to like you work at a trade, right? So you
Yeah.
get paid an hourly wage. So you're
So
trying
do
to
you.
compare that.
So do you.
No, I don't. I get paid both.
No.
That's
See, this is it. You get paid an hourly wage, and then you complain about the optional extra.
But it's a
don't
lower
complain.
wage.
Then change your
on
job.
the benefit,
Great.
realizing
'Cause most
that
Then
adults
change your job.
tip.
Update your resume and
No, but
change your
most
job.
adults tip though.
That's fucking no, they don't. I tip sometime too.
No,
when the service is good.
Dog.
But if it's just you're just doing your job,
Do you
you
understand
just
that that's
deserve.
delusional? Most adults tip. You might not think that way.
Listen. If you just do your job, just your job, then you just get your fucking minimum wage.
Do you not
now, if you go
understand
above
that
and
that's the
beyond,
same
you
thing?
get some extra of my money.
Extra.
Yes, it's extra money for me. I don't have to tip.
I don't
to
know
pay.
why you're looking at me.
Yeah, I don't have to tip. Look, check it. This is my point. I don't have to tip to pay for my food and eat it. I don't get in trouble when I leave. Your
So you
pockets
think
get
the
in
service
trouble.
is free?
You get an hourly wage for your service.
No. You think you don't have to pay for the service. You just pay for the food?
Tell your company to include the
No,
tips
but
in my
you
bill.
think that you don't need to pay for the service.
I do. I pay whatever the company tells me I have to pay. The one you work for.
pay for a sandwich, but do you pay for the service? There's two different things.
Tell them put the service in the price then.
Tell them?
Your company.
It is. That's what the tip is.
Oh my God. The option.
Yeah, you get to gauge what
It's
you want to pay
optional,
for
brother.
the service.
It's
But that doesn't
optional.
mean you don't pay for the service. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It is a
Amazing.
North American thing though. In Europe and shit, the tip is not.
Yeah, you have to.
It's
Then-
not.
and
not
that-
in Europe.
No,
yeah,
in
you
Europe
don't.
it's like
You don't
not
tip.
really done.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
If you go to Europe, it's not as big.
He's right to
expected.
it. In some parts,
It's
they
not.
don't.
in
Yeah.
some parts.
Yeah.
Because it's
So are
included.
they not adults there?
No, it's
No,
it's
because it's included.
It's included.
Oh, I'd be cool with that. If it's included, it's my choice to show up and
What's
pay
the
it.
difference?
I get what he's saying.
mandatory.
I get what he's saying. It's like he
If
has
it's-
the choice.
Yeah, if it's optional, then it's up to fucking
then
me.
it's up
If
to
it's
him.
mandatory, it's up to me to pay that mandatory price. But at your place, it's mandatory to pay the cost of the food.
I
No,
get
but
what
you
he's
have to
saying.
do both.
I don't have to do anything. That's why I never fucking tip if I don't want to.
All right.
Next question.
Yeah.
Okay, so you work at a trade, right? You get your hourly wage, right?
Nice
Do you
one,
remember
too.
when I got like one of your first jobs at Jack Astor's?
Yeah.
And you were complaining about
That
your wage
wasn't
and
one
you
of
quit
my
after
first
2 days?
jobs.
It
That
was. You were
wasn't one
like,
of my
what,
first
18?
jobs. For one, that wasn't one of my
Here
first
we
jobs.
But do you remember
You got
how-
me a job.
No, but do you remember how you couldn't do it though? Because it was too difficult?
I just didn't
And then
want
you-
to.
and then
'cause
you quit.
Everyone was in the back yelling, "We want tips." They had picket signs and fences. I'm
You
outta
were one of
here.
those people.
I would left, and now I work at a fucking trade, and I make like double you.
You're crazy.
All right.
You're crazy.
Next question.
That's why
Well,
you
I
got
think
07
we-
back.
I
It's
just
the tip
think,
of the
I
mountain
think
on this
tipping.
one.
I think tipping is an optional thing because let's
It's
be
definitely
real,
not.
It
It's
fucking
definitely
is. I never got cuffed up walking out of a fucking Freeman's because I didn't tip.
It technically is optional.
It's entirely.
Technically, but
It entirely
there's
is
unwritten
optional.
social.
But do you
Except
think it's a
for when
trend
it
that
isn't.
no? But do you think it's a trend that
I don't
the
think
past
about it.
9 out of 10 times that you've had shitty
I
service?
don't
think that's
think about it.
coincidence?
I'm just like, man, this service. I'm just like, this service was bomb. I'm gonna give. I just ordered Freeman's last night, delivery from bed, and I tipped him. You know, and I
Did
thought
you?
of you, and I was like, maybe he'll be proud. Maybe I don't give a fuck. And it was option B.
But do you think that you get shitty service because you don't tip? Because if I
I-
see somebody who doesn't tip,
I get shitty
dog,
service because
are
people,
you waiting? You're waiting your last pick.
I get shitty
I tell you
service
that.
because these places are usually fast paced, busy, and you guys are underpaid because you're walking around dwelling on tips.
Nobody's dwelling. Everybody's doing
You
good.
sound like a dweller.
Because most adults tip though.
Okay.
But there's the
and
select
bartenders that-
few.
bartenders
Maybe
and
most adults
waiters
tip.
and
I don't
bartenders that are good at the job make good money too.
Yeah,
And
I tip. I tip when I'm like, this was a good experience.
And it's a dope ass job. You like sit around with like a bunch of like honeys and your
dope.
boys and listen to music.
No,
like,
yeah.
I mean, you're not risking your life all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I actually wanted to be a bartender when I was young, man. I don't know why I didn't, but fucking.
Well, you did become a successful battle rapper. I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
probably.
Did you ever have to worry about tips on your come up? It sounds like a you problem, Dickey.
Oh my
I always tip, but it's just
Always.
it would be very rare if I didn't. But it's just it's different because I have integrity.
right.
I'm joking.
I'm just saying.
I'm joking.
But there's only a few times when I don't tip too.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
joking.
But he just more so
do you
complains about
like-
the tipping
No,
amount.
Like, do you tip Marvin with your fade?
Every now and again.
Woo!
Do
If
you
Marvin's
tip?
got the phone pinned between his ear, I
If you
waited
go to a strip
45
club,
minutes for my appointment.
Do you
I'll
tip?
pay my
Yes.
fucking
I
thing.
promise you, if you sit at the front row of a strip club, they're gonna kick you out if you
Oh,
don't tip.
check this. Not to cut anybody off. I got my hair cut yesterday, and I fucking didn't tip him. And I told him why, and I sent him. I showed him.
Oh my God,
You
you guys
give feedback.
care that much?
He cut. No, hold on. He cut the fuck out of my neck. Like my neck. My
See?
neck. If I showed you right now, it's all still cut up, and
Right.
he was rushing me, right?
Why didn't you tip him for his
But
service?
you don't understand what I'm
Because
saying,
he
though.
cut the shit out of me.
If it's
But he's
Maybe
cool
I
as
didn't
fuck.
like my meal,
if it's
Dickey.
dope service, then you should tip.
He's
What
cool
if I
as
just
fuck,
didn't
though.
like the food?
Then why is that the server's fault? You still got served.
Because that's the cook.
But
the
you still got
dishwasher.
service.
What if there was something on my plate? The dishwasher.
Well, then don't
And
tip.
what
I
if you
would-
were late bringing my shit to the table?
Then
you
say something. You probably get a fucking free plate of fucking
Would I get a
boneless
free
wings out of it.
fucking bun or something?
Your boneless wings will be free, dog. your Diet Coke.
I'm trying to figure out how to bring this
Boneless
back to a
wings.
rap
Also-
convo. I'm like, speaking
No,
of
no.
serve,
I'll eat his food.
Yeah.
Speaking of eating
Speaking
someone-
of eat his food.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think that we can just end it off that not everybody can afford to eat out. You should probably just just straight to McDonald's or Sobeys or
If
getting
you,
your woman
if you
to
can't
cook your
afford to
crab
tip
dinner.
heavily, don't go to restaurants.
Absolutely.
Wise words from Dickey himself.
Yeah.
Dickey 902.
If you
Follow him
can't
if you want
afford
to
to
be bored.
tip, you can't
I
afford
do
to eat
amounts
out.
though. Like
Hit
if
a
it's
drive-
shitty
I hit
service,
15%.
if
That's
it's
what I
shitty
hit.
service, I'll do the like
9 times out of 10, I just hit that
20%.
to
If
be
it's
nice.
great service, like unbelievable, I'll do like 25, 30.
Yeah,
I wanna-
that's what I'm saying.
I want to end on one topic.
Denim jackets are expensive. I get
We
it.
don't. We actually don't have to end on this, but this is super random and it's just personal because we always do this at least once, right? Super random, by the way.
Yeah.
Is there anything specific about yourself or the way you live your life, that every day, or treat people or anything about you in general that you would like to work on and change? I know there's a lot of things we could all work on, but is there anything one specific that you think about and you're like, man, I really need to fucking get that in gear and whatever, or are you just Mr. Perfect from WWF?
How would you answer that?
Me?
Yeah, we haven't heard from you in a while. How would you answer that?
I was thinking the other day, like, I'm going through a lot of shit right now in my situation I can't really talk about, but just organization, man, and really having my shit together like that, like just being more organized, having like having my shit in gear and not just worrying about like
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like I can rap, I can do a podcast, I can do all this. I'm very talented, but I don't got my shit in order. I'm not structured. I'm so all over the place.
Adulting isn't easy.
Adulting. I'm so all over the place, dude. It's and I'll do it all. My mind's going. I'm not lazy. I'm all over the place, but it's like, I jump in my car. It's a mess. I'm like, I forgot to do this. I haven't done this, and I'm all over the
Next
place.
thing you know, you're breakdancing.
But you know what I mean? And I don't just mean like, cleaning up. I'm saying like a messy person. I'm just saying like
Scatterbrain.
and not
time management, that kind of thing.
Yeah, time management and just like just
Managing
really,
your finances
I
better.
really hate,
bad
man.
with that
Sometimes I'll be sitting there. I'll be like, I've been sitting here for 3 hours on my fucking phone, scrolling,
Hell yeah.
refreshing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, I'm not where the fuck I want to be.
Yeah.
Even if I'm out partying, which I don't really do anymore, I'm like, what am I celebrating, dude? What am I sitting here like, fucking so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I'm in my 30s now, man. My career is not
Facts.
guaranteed, dude.
Facts.
You know how I feel?
I feel that way too. You ever feel like it's like, man, like is coming to an end if I don't go right
I might
now?
have to get a job in the next 5 years again,
Yeah.
because you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
a cold feeling. I've
It
done
is.
it. I was a barber last year. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that. I worked all kinds of different jobs, and I was so unhappy doing it. There's nothing wrong with it. Miracle, I'm super proud of you. I am. You've made a huge change. It's fucking amazing. I'm sure you didn't quit rapping for good. It is what it is.
That's
But
right.
me, when I do it, I'm like, man, Pat, like, time is ticking, bro. You're a fucking star, man. What are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Take a chance, jump and leap, or sit back and do something that you
That's
don't
right.
fucking...
And that's
Facts.
right. And
I think a lot of it is what comes with being an artist. We like the fun parts. We like the performing. We
Yeah.
like the rapping.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the mindless, tedious tasks of the business in order. Your
That
taxes,
complicates
your
the enjoyment of it.
organization.
Dude, I'll tell you something.
That's the shit you gotta do.
I'll tell you
in order
something.
to have the fun. Then you can have the fun.
Dude, I'll tell you something. The reason why, as rappers and stuff like that we get so like sidetracked from what's super important is because we're complimented every single day. 100 messages a day. Oh, you're doing so well. I'm so proud of you. You're the GOAT. You're this.
I
You're
agree.
blowing up. Doctors and lawyers don't get that type of praise like every
That's
fucking
right.
day. You know what I mean? So we're going through life every single day like, I made it. Subconsciously, you're like, man, I'm fucking doing so well. When really,
and
you haven't done your taxes. You got no
Yeah,
fucking
man.
money in this type of shit or
and
whatever.
see, that's one thing that comes with working a regular job, like the
Structure.
frustration, the structure that it creates with your life, like going to the gym, getting fit. It just betters your mental health.
Can you
And
answer the question first? I don't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
Pat, I had something just before that.
I want you guys to answer that,
Just
though.
off
Is
of
there
what
something
you
you guys-
said real quick. Like my friends have had to check me before because, like you said, we're complimented all day and we're expected things coming to us. We go to shows, we have riders of shit laid out of what we want. Or
Yeah.
so it's like, have you ever mixed up, this shit with real life? Like I remember in certain arguments with my friends where my friends had to check me and be like, you're not the rapper to us. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah.
treat us
You're just-
equally. Like you can't think that your shit doesn't stink and you're not in that world. And I really had to look at that and I
Yeah.
took that.
pull yourself out of that
Yes.
imaginary world
Because you think you're
you get caught
owed
in two
everything.
personas.
Because they got like they got a
go-
house and like 6 cars. They're like, yeah, no, I hear you, Matt, but when's the next rap? When's the next gig there? Quake. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah.
Listen,
true,
I want you
man.
guys
I
to
hate
answer
that,
that, and you don't have to go in the depth that we're not.
I would say for me, saving. saving money is so key. Not thinking about tomorrow, living in the, as a rapper, that was the worst thing for me, living in the fucking moment.
Yeah.
You needed to do that to capture the moment, to be able to pencil that down and be able to fucking do that, you know, create that music where it's a vibe, it's a wave. But really, it's about living for tomorrow for me now. It's like what I do today entirely reflects who I'm gonna be tomorrow.
That's good.
So when it comes to money, wasting money, just
On tipping.
on tipping. Maybe that's why I'm so strategic when I tip.
about you,
Because I'm
Quake?
like, is this right to spend extra money now?
I think
All
there's a
all
difference
got was
between
a little sandwich.
paying for something that you
All
got
right,
and
so
saving.
that's
yeah.
trying to bring us back.
But you know
Quake.
what I mean? That's what I'm
Fuss.
saying. Saving money,
Saving.
doing things like that. That's adulting
Nothing
for me.
personal
I suck
though.
at saving
Nothing-
money.
Yeah. I guess like I guess I didn't even get deep. I was like, oh, being more organized. But I'm sure that there's things I could do better, like even more personal about myself, like that I could be as a better person, better man, better whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll get into that another time. What about you?
For me, what even with the no-fap thing, you know what I mean? That's me quitting drinking. No, it all leads to what I'm trying to work
Discipline.
on, which is actually
Yeah.
self-discipline. And I think self-discipline is the
I
root
agree.
to any success
I
because
agree.
it's a commitment. Anything you want out of life, you have to put into it, and you can't always chase the short-term high because it's
Facts.
fun or it's stimulating. You need to have self-discipline and think about tomorrow, like you
Facts.
said. And,
Saving is self-discipline, too.
Some of the hardest shit.
Telling
is
yourself
self-discipline. No, let me not get this little quick hit now.
This is
of-
gonna make me feel good right now, but
Yes.
think about how great I'll feel 3 days from now by not doing
or
this.
3 years from
Or
now,
3 years
or
from
whatever
now.
it may
Exactly.
be. And that's what I'm trying to train my
Agreed.
brain to do right now is self-discipline.
man shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you,
Dickey?
Fuck.
Jinx, you owe me a Pepsi.
More
it's
tips.
It's a deep question. I want
More
to say
tips.
time management, probably.
Yeah.
Time management's a huge one. Just being the best dad I can be.
Facts.
I think traveling to me is one of the most important things you can do in life.
Facts.
And that's something like you talk about saving. Like to me, money comes and goes, but I want to make sure that like I see the world as much as possible.
Facts.
And
It's easy to get caught up in the box you're in if you don't go.
You
out
gotta
and
get
see.
outside of you see the world.
There's a
so much to
big
see.
world, bro.
It
So
does
much to
aid in
see.
growth too, like personal
Yeah.
growth too. Getting
It's-
exposed to different cultures and shit.
It's
That's right.
priceless.
Yeah, man.
Money's
There-
one thing.
That's
but
right.
There's parts of the world
Money
that
comes
are
and goes.
That's what I'm saying.
nothing
There's
like
somebody-
Everybody,
here.
I feel like all three, like even all four of us, everybody will stress about money always, or think about how they can get to a second place. But money will always come and go,
Comes and
especially from
goes.
people like us,
Yeah.
people that actually put in that
That's
work
right.
and make that money.
And hustlers, too.
We,
We're hustlers.
100%.
Yeah,
We'll always make that money
Facts.
comes and goes in life.
Facts.
Traveling, family,
Memories last
time
forever.
management is how you get the most.
You
of
only
all
got
those
so much
things,
time to travel.
right?
You're right.
So I mean, that's how I want to.
That's
be.
what's up, man. Listen,
Yeah, man.
let's wrap it up, man. I'm glad that we ended on like a
there were
deep
so many
sentimental.
topics we didn't touch. The Wilder fight, the
Eminem
Eminem interview.
interview.
Oh,
Man, he got the dog
We
shit
only got
beat
2
out of
minutes
him.
left.
But I
We
got
can?
one thing I want to ask you guys quickly, or just on that topic. We can end it off here. I think this is a good little spot.
Yeah.
Is speaking of traveling, where are like a couple of your favorite places you've ever been in the world, and why? Because you guys have traveled a lot too.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I've been to some pretty cool places, but believe it or not, my favorite was San Francisco. But I think it's because I was with
Crazy.
my girl, and we got to experience a lot of different shit. But
The Alcatraz shit, did you do that? Like that
I
prison?
didn't.
No.
They were booked up. But I've been to a lot of crazy places.
Mostly
but,
one of the most expensive cities in the world. Like
it's amazing.
top
dude.
3 or something
It
to
was
live in.
it was cool as fuck.
It's like Vancouver and Hong Kong. something.
Germany was real cool. When I battled in Germany, I don't want to get too in depth, but they wanted me to get fucked up with them when I was on a sober tip at the time. And they're like, I was like, yeah, you're gonna pay me or whatever. Like, yeah, come down here. I was like, oh shit. Now, mind you, I just trolled them. You seen the video? where I
Yeah,
trolled
yeah,
them?
Speaking of which,
yeah.
how did that shit come about? Like, for those that don't know, I'm sure they've seen
Do we
it.
have time at all?
I'm
Okay.
sure they've seen it. None of the audience understands the language.
All I've ever seen is the clip. I've never
So I
actually
went
watched
a
the whole
bunch of
battle.
gibberish, but we've seen the clip. What
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the full battle? How did you decide to do that? Like, how did that come about?
So they told me, they said, yo, a disaster came here a few months ago, and the crowd didn't understand a word he was saying. They understand English, but it's not the same. It's just like,
You're doing double entendres.
yeah, and not even that, but the pronunciations is different. Like, they said they don't really understand anything he was saying. So he said,
Right.
speak slow and like, don't make it complex whatsoever. So I was like, all right, man, how am I going to do this creatively? And if I'm not going to waste a bunch of awesome bars, so I just went up there instead and I completely trolled the fuck with them.
It was a genius move.
I did.
That
I
was super dope.
Trolled the fuck with them. So after I was done,
Minimal effort, maximum response.
yeah,
100%.
Because I will do that type of shit. I always take a risk in a battle. Like if you name a battle, I'll tell you the risk that I took. Then they're like, holy shit, because it either works or it completely doesn't. All good? No. So I did it, and then I was like, maybe they're gonna be mad. So I was like, oh, you're gonna,
You said make some noise if you had AIDS, and the crowd went wild.
Yeah, crazy. Hilarious. What part
nuts.
of Germany was that?
Berlin.
Berlin, dope.
And so then I was like, yeah, you're gonna, hook me up. Like, yeah, come down here. I was like, oh God. But he had tattoos on his face.
Looking unstable as all
Bad
hell.
attitude. He's like, come down here. I was like, he takes me outside. I'm like, oh, good God. He's like, come down this stairwell. I was like,
a dark one.
Metal fucking railings. I was like,
Blood
dude,
stains?
I swear to God, there was a guy down there with a leather jacket. I was like, it's it.
Oh, yeah.
Leather jacket.
Spikes on the
This is it.
shoulders.
Members only. He's got a
I
members
just
only
want
coat
to
on.
text my mom, tell her I love her. That's it. You know what I mean? Fucking, I did a good job. Anyway, so I went down there and he pieced me up, and I was like, cool, man. I was like,
He what?
He hooked me up, right?
Oh, okay.
And then he's like, you want a prostitute? I was like, no, dude. Like, he's like, you want?
That's not what he actually said.
But no, and he offered me other shit too. I'm not gonna really whatever
Suck your
say.
ass.
So, he offered me other shit, and I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go back to the hotel and just chill. And
Sassy Casas.
Yeah.
suck my sauce.
Sucked him dry.
Yeah. But there, man, what were you talking about right before this conversation, man? I really wanted to go into it, man. Right with the fucking
Self-discipline or
no, it was
traveling.
No, it was right after that too. Whatever, man. Who gives a
What is it? What is
Yeah,
your
his
favorite spot you
your
ever been?
surprises and battles.
I
and
don't
things
know,
that you've
man.
done.
Yeah.
I like shit. I don't know. I like London a lot. The vibe out there
London's
is
cool,
super
man.
dope. But honestly, man, like my second home, I look at it now is
Gotta be
fucking
Digby.
Atlanta, bro. Straight up.
Did you say Digby? What a dickhead.
Atlanta.
Digby, stand up.
Digby stand
down.
Digby.
They Digby and Digby. What does he say?
That was fast.
Digby
Yeah.
and Digsby.
Foss
Shouts
killed
to
it.
Five.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah,
man.
let's wrap it up, anyways, man. You know, what I mean, unless you got something else you want to
Yeah,
talk about.
Wilder
where's
Fury
your
fight.
spot?
Right quick.
Wilder Fury fight was fire. I could not believe. I mean, I could believe it, but like, man, like
Fury dropped them bombs
he
over
was
Baghdad.
killing him, man. He damn near made a fool. Well, he did make a fool
He
out of
beat
him.
the fucking
He beat the fuck out of
dog
him.
shit.
He
He beat the
outclassed him,
fucking
outschooled
receipts
him.
out his ass.
Holy fuck, bro! He fucked him up.
He's a giant ass
You see what
human,
he's,
though.
You see what he's saying afterwards?
He's awkwardly built too. He looks like he just walks around and fucks people up all day.
And he's the nicest guy in the world. Donates all his money to mental
have
health.
To be that like
No,
washboard.
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
He
He got
doesn't
no
look
abs.
in shape abs to me. He used to beat the fuck
He
out
built
of
like
as
he
fuck.
was built like a bag of milk. And
Oh,
was
he's
fucked
fearless.
up.
He is fearless.
Scary man.
Fearless.
Yeah,
And
man.
Deontay is terrifying.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
his punches?
Yeah. To this day. What's that fucking
Yeah.
thing? To this day.
He's dope, man. He's
Fucking
amazing.
wide eyed.
But everybody has his day though. Like I feel like that could go either way.
You
Like,
put
it's one of those
two,
things,
yeah,
right?
you put
I don't
two
know.
bullies
They
in
fought last time and Tyson beat him up too, but he knocked him down once, so it was called on a split
Right,
decision.
right.
Everyone was saying he won.
You put
I don't
two-
know if it would go either way.
You put two big boys in a room and you got to flip a coin of who's
Eh,
winning.
I don't know. That's 2 times they fought and 2 times Tyson.
But it
Any
takes
shot.
all you got to do is get caught slipping though. The guy who gets caught slipping has the bet. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's how any fights go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we didn't have more time to dwell on that fucking Eminem interview too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good shit in that,
Yeah.
man. Like, fuck. He said
Just
a lot
like the
of,
Royce album, I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
Well, at the end of the day, we could cut it anywheres. If
We just don't want to put too much work on him. I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
He
that's
fucking
right.
drives down here from fucking New
That's
York.
That's right.
Well, let's save it for next time.
Yeah. All right, man. All right, we'll cut. Let's wrap it up, man. Stay tuned, man.
yeah, man.
Episode 4. My man,
Yeah.
Miracle, man.
Yes, sir.
Miracle. Quake,
Yeah,
I appreciate you,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
I appreciate you guys getting deep with me and vulnerable. 'Cause, you
Yeah,
know,
man.
it's more than just rap to me. I'm sure it would be great to just cater to the battle rap crowd, but I'm also more of a deep person, and so are these guys, and that's why we became friends. You know what I mean? So shout out my man DJ IB on the 1s and 2s.
That's right.
Matthew
Bomb.
Ingram, man, hit him up. Yo, what's
Yes,
your IG,
sir.
man? Check your
Matt
IG.
Ingy. Matt Ingy.
Matt Iggy?
Ingy.
Ingy.
Mattingy.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy,
Okay.
DM.
Spell it be fucking
No
champion.
902, 506? Okay.
My man.
His phone number is
Lyrical 903.
We couldn't do this without.
Yeah, I could have dodged bullets.
We couldn't do this shit without him, man. And DJ IB, man. I appreciate you. Mary Jane, Sackville, man. Smokeshop, fucking Tri-City Gold, man. If you want to be a sponsor, hit us up now. Stay tuned.
Yeah.